Whether you're grilling, sauteing, dipping, dressings, marinades, seafood, that is something like nothing else on the planet. It is hand-picked, hand-harvested from a family farm of this olive that is literally called the Queen of Olives. If you're like, yeah, oil, got it, just go to the store and get it. Look at this. It is single-sourced, never mixed. It is even bottled so that it keeps that purity, that taste, that smoothness of it. It is cold pressed. We are never doing this with chemical processing. If you go and read the customer picks, and I mean, people are rave reviewing about Thea. If what you're using in your olive oil right now is not forcing you to go rave review about it, I want you to be introduced to this. The only negative thing that has ever been written about Thea is that we never have enough. We have got enough quantity today to do a one-time only of the year today special. These are huge, over 25-ounce bottles. This should be well over $70 for both of these. As our best value of the day, lowest price of the year with the free shipping, we're at $54.95. Now, I'm gonna say this, don't say this often, but if you get auto ship, no matter what happens in the world, no matter what happens in pricing of anything, you will be able to get your next shipment of this at today's pricing if you do auto ship. I please say do that, because Stephanie Roberts, back in April, you and I did this presentation together.
We did.
And then I think you did one other with Guy Yovan, and it sold out.
And it was gone.
Gone. I think you and I have done maybe one other presentation beyond that. It consistently sells out. And it consistently gets such amazing reviews. And Stephanie would know, she is in the culinary world, she has seen it all. I think once you go here, you never go back.
Exactly. And oh, by the way, it has taken us 5 years to get enough quantity to give you this at a today's special price. So we are beyond excited about it. So what's the big deal, right? Why is this so amazing? So Thea olive oil is single sourced, and that is rare in the world of olive oil. That means one olive, not a mishmash, not a who knows where it came from, one olive. And not only is it just one olive, it is the queen of olives. It is called the Koroneiki olive. It gets even better. This particular Koroneiki olive is picked by hand from a family farm in the south of Greece. And not just a family farm, this is literally a father and daughter own this farm, and that's it. I mean, when I'm telling you it is the smallest of small, it is the specialist of special. They hand pick, they cold press, no chemicals, no heat, nothing to degrade the fabulous quality of the olives. It is then bottled in these glass dark bottles. The glass mostly for beauty, the darkness very important, so that light and heat do not, again, compromise the quality of the olive oil. You notice the beauty in the front. They harvest olives once a year. Each year they bottle, they put a special design on the front, and that way you know it is the very freshest of fresh. So now you understand why it's so hard to get this. This is truly a family farm. But what you may not understand is what you should do with it. So I know it's morning, but I promise you this is a fabulous way to start the day. This is how they start their day in the Mediterranean countries, in the blue zones, with olive oil. So this is our fresh poured olive oil. Try with whatever you like, but I always recommend bread because you want to feel the richness on your tongue. You want to think about the mouth feel. You're like, it's olive oil. It's going to taste like olive oil. I don't know if you're going to think it tastes like every olive oil.
Look at that color. Look at the color. And it's funny because when you read the reviews, they talk about smoothness, the taste of it, how and like the purity of it. That's how you know it's, listen, I've tried this, I love this.
That's how you know it's quality.
We put on this on ice cream one time, didn't we?
Oh, look in front of you, it's never too early. It is never too early in the day for a little ice cream with olive oil. And I know you think I'm crazy, but it is heaven.
You will have thought you've never had olive oil before in your life.
Yes.
Like, oh, is this what it was supposed to be this whole time?
Yes, this is what it's supposed to be.
It's so good.
It's not supposed to be from the grocery store. This is not single sourced. It's a clear bottle. It is not being kept pristine. So the key to great cooking is great ingredients. We learn that from all of the best chefs in the world. So why not start with the very base? If you're gonna saute chicken, if you're gonna saute shrimp, use the best of the best. Because here's the thing, I know you're thinking, hello, I'm not made of money. I can't just use the best of the best with everything I do. When you price this out at a 25+ ounce bottle, ×2. You are literally paying the same thing you pay in the grocery store for olive oil. But in the grocery store, it's garbage. It's not good. It's not single source. It's not high quality. It is what it is. We all know that there are finer things in life. This olive oil is one of the finer things in life. So I'll admit, you know, when I first got this home, I was like, I need to baby this. This is special. I'm going to save it for the most wonderful of occasions. Then I realized, this is a really big bottle, and I have 2 coming to me. So you don't save it, use it, because just a little bit changes everything you cook. So I am sauteing in it. I am brushing my vegetables in it. It's Tuesday. That would probably be a chicken breast and some mashed potatoes at my dinner tonight, right? What are my kids gonna say? Oh, seriously, chicken breast again? Chicken breast gets dry. Chicken breast looks a little boring. Yep. Not when we drizzle a little bit. Now I've added a richness. Now I've added a smoothness. I don't have to cook anything fancy. I don't have to make one of the 7 chef sauces. I just do a little drizzle. Everything I make can now be drizzled. Even something as simple as popcorn. No. Well, think about it. You like butter on your popcorn. Some of you are probably even using chemicals and margarine on your popcorn. But why? A little bit of olive oil, a little fresh grated parm. This is where gourmet comes in. A little fresh herb, just a little hint of rosemary, and suddenly even popcorn just got fancy.
Is it okay?
Of course it's okay.
Listen, I know this is meant to be like pretty and everybody to see. I would never think, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that smoothness.
To me, I'm gonna be completely honest. Before we did Thea, me and you, we came out here, we did presentations.
Yeah.
I never thought taste with olive oil.
Right.
And you read the reviews, people talk about how it took them back to their childhood, of where they lived, wherever their heritage was, of how their grandmother used this pure olive oil. It is meant to have a smooth, beautiful taste to it. If you're just using it out of necessity and not enjoyment,
right,
get into this.
You're exactly right. Listen, we do many things well in the U.S., but olive oil is a true Mediterranean treat. They understand the quality of the ingredients, the importance of the olive and where it comes from. A true high-quality olive oil is extremely low acidic, extremely good for digestion. So anytime you're eating something that might repeat back on you, in my case, it would be the Brussels sprouts on this plate, a little of olive oil smooths it all out. So it elevates a steak. In my world, it's the only thing that makes Brussels sprouts edible, because I don't love Brussels sprouts. But when I add a different flavor on top, when I add a richness, I love them because they melt in your mouth. Vegetables, the #1 thing I love this on. I love it for dipping. Yeah. Think about when you go to a restaurant.
I know.
You sit there and you're like, I'm really not gonna have any bread. I'm gonna wait. Well, just a little. And then you start and you go back and you go back. It's not because the bread's so good. It's because the bread with the richness of the olive oil is a treat. It's wonderful.
Let me back up to what you're probably purchasing and what you're spending your money on. Something that is not single sourced. It's mixed with other things that are in there. Even if something says, 100%, it's mixed with other olives. It's mixed with different things. So that's why you're not getting that pure golden olive oil that we're talking about here. You have no idea where it's coming from, what olive it's made out of. You're just buying something off of the counter, right? Look at the color. Even like we were talking about it being in like an open container where all the UV rays can get in there. This is a completely, like everything you've ever thought about olive oil, crumple it up and throw it in the trash. I want you to experience this with fresh, beautiful, clean palette eyes. Let it be like a new experience.
Absolutely, because this is what you're probably doing at home,
This is what you're doing.
I mean, let's take a look at it. Okay, it's kind of watery. It's very light in color.
But that's what we're used to.
This is what you're used to seeing, okay? This is a true rich olive oil. There is a color difference. There is a viscosity difference. It's thick, it's luscious. This is kind of watery and, dare I say, greasy. There is a difference. You can see it with your eyes, but you will most definitely taste it. And again, when we use the best ingredients, cooking gets so much easier and eating gets so much more fun. So I've sauteed my shrimp in this, right? I just went ahead and threw it on a bed of spaghetti, a bed of pasta, no big deal. I'm gonna do just a little bit more drizzle on top. You know what I'm not doing? Not making a fancy sauce, not adding a bunch of cream. I'm not using tomatoes today, although I certainly could. But then I'm gonna take a lemon and I'm gonna squirt it on top. We have a fat, we have an acid. That is the recipe for cooking magic, mouth harmony, and it was that easy. High quality ingredients, use them liberally, use them often, and use them in everything. Tina, do you buy dips, you know, for having people over? Maybe you buy hummus? Maybe you make hummus, but a lot of us will just admit to buying it. I can elevate your hummus. Hummus is made from, of course, chickpeas and olive oil. So drizzle a little of the very best olive oil on top. It's okay that you might have cheated and bought a store-bought or a deli hummus, but when you put this on top, now it's a mouth richness. Now everybody can't get enough. Make your dips with it. Serve it on top of your dips. Take your spring salads with the fresh vegetables, the peas, the asparagus. I love spring foods so much. And then add a little depth. Add a little richness. It's so simple. When you drizzle a high quality olive oil on top of something, it changes the flavor profile out of absolutely everything. And you wouldn't get that if you just drizzled grocery store olive oil.
I want you to go read some of the review. I love that some of the reviews are like, it's oil, it's not oily. It's like so hard for people to articulate how this is so different. One person said, I love this olive oil. The only problem that I have with it is that I didn't order more. This is why auto ship is outselling single ship far and beyond. I think that people that have been waiting for us to restock this see that auto ship. They know they can get more. It's not even, I mean, it is about locking in the price, but what we have is what we have. The harvest is the harvest, right? This isn't like we're just making things up in a factory. I want you to get it on the auto ship. You can always cancel auto ship. You cannot come back later and ask for it if you do not secure it today. These are over 25 ounces a piece, and you're getting both of these. Another reviewer, this olive oil is as described, if not better. You can taste the purity. It's absolutely worth every penny, and that's closer to $70 for this. If you went out, by the way, even if you Googled and you try to find somebody else that offers this, very hard to find, and one bottle is easily $40 a piece. We last April did presentations. Stephanie and I did, and I think Guy did one other, gone. Every time we do this, it's well over what we think we're gonna present, because it really is when, oh, another reviewer said, I will never not have this in my kitchen.
I love it, and that's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. I am on auto ship because I constantly gift it to girlfriends. Oh yeah, giftables. For Mother's Day, for housewarming gifts when you go to someone. Because once you let somebody experience this, they'll never go back. They'll be like, I had no idea I was missing out on something so easy to add to my kitchen, but so impactful. All right, I know I've blown your mind with this before. Is it too early for ice cream?
No, listen, the first time you ever did this with me,
is so fun.
I didn't, my brain was like a little glitchy. I was like, why are we doing that?
So in Italy, it is very common to drizzle a very high quality extra virgin olive oil on ice cream. And it is the most interesting flavor profiles. It's the dairy with the fat. It's the earthiness of a good olive oil with the cold and the sweets.
It gives it like a fresh, like a little bit, like it smooths out the creaminess.
You can almost taste the farm in the best way possible.
Never in my mind. I thought there was a mistake the first time Stephanie came out and there was ice cream here, and I go, hey, JB, I think maybe this was meant to go on a different table, a different presentation.
I really want to have that on my olive oil?
It's amazing.
You do.
It is amazing. I'm thinking wedding gift, this would be great.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely.
Right? Such a good presentation in the glass bottles.
When you entertain for the showers, the grad parties. We all make charcuterie boards these days. Put this out on a charcuterie board and let people dip. Maybe it's a little cheese, maybe it's a little of the bread. It elevates your charcuterie board. I mean, they've almost gotten a little too common, right? It used to be something we did for special things. Now everybody's always thrown one together, but they're not putting this on it. It is also grilling season, right? So when we get our steaks out. I know. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a flank steak. That is not typically your best steak. Again, you can save some money at the butcher and the grocery store if you take your meats, you grill them, and then you put the right things on them. You marinate them in a high quality olive oil. Think about this good, yummy, healthy fat. It's gonna sink into those meat fibers. It's going to soften them. So again, you're not getting greasy meat, you're getting luscious meat, and you're getting meat with an extra flavor profile. I love this for every bit of grilling. You can make a chimichurri sauce. Look, I think I might need you to try this. I know I'm doing a number on your tummy for breakfast.
No,
Let's have ice cream and steak.
Listen,
and all the things.
It's made of iron.
It's made of stone. It
yeah,
can handle it.
I can do anything at any time. I'm that person.
But it just shows you all the different things that we can do this. Yes, it is. And look at that, a little chimichurri. I know your Southwestern background loves chimichurri.
Yes.
Yeah, it is the best. So again, I'm making my pesto. I'm making my chimichurri with this because it adds a depth of flavor. It adds a smoothness. I could eat that chimichurri with a spoon.
It's almost like a filet softness. Oh, this is so good.
Use it for grilling.
Oh, I can taste it. I can taste it. I can't wait for you to actually taste olive oil for the first time. I'm so excited.
Because it's so simple, right? I mean, to add one thing to your kitchen and have it transform everything you are doing. And it doesn't even matter if you're a great cook. I bet you can put together a charcuterie board. I bet you make a caprese salad. All you have to do is slice with a knife. But I'm gonna take that charcuterie board and I'm gonna dip my meats and I'm gonna dip my cheeses just in a little bit of this. And I'm gonna show my guests that things are special at my house. I'm gonna take my caprese salad and I'm not just gonna drizzle it with something that I found at the grocery store. I mean, look at that. That is 2 tablespoons of olive oil from a 25-ounce plus bottle. That's why I say use it liberally. You're gonna be tempted to be like, oh, okay, she kept saying how special it was. We better save it for special occasions. This is so much olive oil, and you're getting 2. Now, here's the problem. You're probably gonna think about buying one, keeping it, and then gifting one. You'll never give the other one away. So many people have gotten, they got disappointed without even knowing that, get disappointed because I didn't give it to them. I was like, no, this is special and I need more. So that is where auto ship comes in because it's hard to get. It's a harvest. There's only so many olives. And oh, by the way, my other favorite part of this family farm and the story, they are wonderful human beings, by the way. I always love to shout that out. You would love them. It goes from their farm where they are putting it in this bottle to us. There is no middleman. There is no place it sits on a shelf. This is it. So we have the last harvest that they have turned into this wonderful Thea olive oil sitting here waiting to go to you, and when it's gone, it's gone. Honestly, there's just nothing we can do about getting more. It's like a vintage of a wine. When that vintage is gone, that vintage is gone. But when I tell you it is fresh, you can taste it every time you use it, how fresh it is.
Now, the first time Stephanie and I ever did a presentation of Thea, I'm going to be completely honest, I was like, that's a lot of olive oil. I was like, why do we need this much? And then I came here and I started tasting it, and then my mind started thinking of a million different ways, and you all sold it out over and over. And go read the reviews. I'm not just making this up. People are saying the only negative thing in those comments is it's always sold out. And to do a Today Special, we have to bring in enough because we're bringing it at a price that we know it's just gonna sell like crazy on a product that we already know you love. Each one of these bottles is over 25 ounces. I did a little calculator math. That's like $1.08 an ounce. For this level, we're gonna ship this for free to you. These are big 25-ounce bottles, glass bottles, individually boxed, shipped free to you. I would do this. I would lock it in on auto ship and I would do a flex pay. Those 2 things. $18.32, let us ship it to you for free, and then drizzle away. And try it on this, in a marinade, in a salad dressing. Just dip it fresh. Take your sandwich bread out, dip it in there. It doesn't matter the bread. You're going to experience something that you've never had before because it is completely different. I will say, the last information I got this morning, Stephanie, is we are anticipating an early sellout on the day. Even though we brought enough to do a Today Special, we are well beyond where we thought. I think you guys almost tripled what we expected at midnight.
It was very popular at midnight.
We are dolloping presentations a little bit throughout the day. You'll see Stephanie, maybe auto ship will sell out first, single ship will sell out first. We'll see how the day goes. But I wish I could stand at a mountaintop and tell everybody that loves Thea, it's here. It's on sale.
It's the big day. Well, and we've been holding it. We've been keeping it aside to have enough for today. The #1 thing I read about in reviews where people think it's been really changing how they serve food and eat food is salad dressing. Salad dressing's terrible you from a bottle. I mean, read the ingredients. There's a bunch of weird chemicals. This is 4 ingredients. All you need is an acid and a fat and a little bit of flavor. So it's the Thea olive oil. It's a little bit of lemon juice and mustard and some spicing. And that is all you need for the best salad dressing ever. Put a tiny piece of bread in there. Feel the tang on your tongue. Then I dress the salad, and you know what? Salad stops being boring. Salmon gets a whole new life.
What's the fat?
The fat's the olive oil. Yeah, there you go.
Actually, a little fatty, like me.
Eat it up, girl. It's a healthy
flavor.
fat. It is a healthy fat.
That's what I call myself.
That's right. We're Mediterranean today.
This is incredible.
Good.
I'm so glad you came back. I'm so glad we were able to do a Today Special. I'm telling you, I feel like I was like harboring this special thing that nobody else got to see because we kept selling it out.
Share it.
I think you're back with Emily.
Yes.
Okay. Grab the Today Special. I'm going to grab all